Welcome to our second and final episode of our time in the Canadian Rockies. You know, if you haven't watched our first episode of our time in Banff, you can check it out right here. This episode starts in Lake Louise and then explores up the Icefields Parkway into Jasper National Park. This is arguably some of the most breathtaking scenery that we've encountered yet on our 50-plus days of full-time van life. I really think you're going to enjoy this episode, and if you want to continue to follow us on our adventures, hit that subscribe button. I put out a video once a week, and so you'll be able to stay on top of all the adventures that we're getting up to. Well, let's go see another slice of God's beautiful creation. On our first morning at Lake Louise, we were greeted with rain, but the views still did not disappoint. Once the rain started to lighten up later in the day, we tackled the Lake Agnes hike, which was a great hike up to a tea house at Lake Agnes. Back down the mountain, the clouds were still making an appearance, but the following day we did get some beautiful sunlit blue skies. Lake Louise gets ridiculously busy with the crowds, and we can see why, but what an incredibly beautiful lake. Lake Moraine proved a little bit more logistically challenging to get to. Starting this year, the only way to actually visit the lake is by bus. In order for us to be at the lake by sunrise, that meant taking a 4 a.m. bus, which meant a 3 a.m. wake up. Well, we made it to Lake Moraine. It is just a little bit before sunrise. The skies are clear. It's a bit of a process to get here, but I think it's going to be worth it. We are excited to be here. How quickly things change. The fog has just come rolling in pretty strong, and now you can't even see the mountain, so glad we got to see what we got. The hike around Emerald Lake was very peaceful, and we can see why the lake got its name. This, of course, is up for debate, but the Icefields Parkway in Banff and Jasper National Parks has been referred to as the most beautiful scenic mountain drive anywhere in the world. After spending a few days on the parkway, I might actually be willing to make that argument. The Parker Ridge hike ended up being probably my most favorite hike of our entire time in Banff and Jasper. The views from the top were incredible, and if you ever get to this area, I would highly recommend this hike. Another one of my favorite hikes was the Sulphur Skyline Trail. This also had incredible views from the top. It was probably our most strenuous hike of the entire time in this area, but it was well worth it. Well, our time in the Canadian Rockies is sadly coming to an end. What a great couple weeks. You know, we just loved the scenery, the mountains, the lakes. It is just stunning. If you haven't had a chance to get up this way, would really recommend it at some point. It is a must-see place. But we are headed north now. We are going to be starting our leg up to Alaska, where we're going to be spending the summer. We've never been to Alaska, and so we'd love to hear from you if you have. Leave some comments with some suggestions. We're going to be there for a couple months, and so we'd love to hear some of your favorite spots. Well, that's it for now. We'll see you on the road next time, and may God bless you.